for higher juicy news. Mema Bawumia Kwaba had latest hot ekwa enamede bramo and so we subscribe to channel idea bomodia say obe subscribe. There we are say obe click the subscribe button na wabeli notification when sa video fufu bi be upload no when the first person was sa ebeka sa video afi we are na like video no give us a thumbs up na afi share my fufu so na when you be here now and somewhere koso e wo Ghana memwa afi yembura ye and somewhere abeto yepno so sa reporting.
And I have to tell you that if you go to Cuba, small boys are doctors. Small boys are doctors. So don't bluff me with your profession. You are being paid. Anyway, if you are asked to pay school fees, you will not be here. It's the state that grants you scholarship to learn and come and serve people.
More fire.
Ntim Gabi, hospital seminar, health seminar. Me de me ba no na me boafu pa hwe video bi a me hwe ameba. Akwa no ye adwuma wa ha. Onu be ka se John Mahama a cocaine addict. Except security agents ni chino. No, yeah, Juma, I want the video. Play it. The kind of things he said about John Mahama. In Tim Fordjour asem here buy into or no benya asema beka say John Mahama upe cocaine for. Let me tell you, those people who set up the courier companies in those days, they were doing cocaine. I'm telling you, that's why those companies collapsed. We know the political parties they belong to. They shouldn't annoy anybody. Yes.
But who is more cocaine?
Mama person issue intimidation. And the cover near man so cocaine there. Obi anim say you are involved. More ye cocaine. DW Africa clearly say buy we know is cocaine hub. Ghana a cocaine hub. Obi anim for intimidation I'm telling you, we are not cowards. We don't fear. Your mama person issue intimidation. And the cover near man so cocaine there. Obi anim say you are involved. More ye cocaine.
Let me
do justice to him.
I'm expecting that by now the Narcotic Control Commission will be at the doorstep of this gentleman for him to come and answer charges.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. That he has made against our sitting president.
Exactly.
And prove so. By now, the narcotic they should be there at his doorstep. Why am I saying that? Hey, cocaine business, no, it's a chain, and it cannot just move in 3 months. 8 years ago, some people were in power. We didn't hear you, and what they were doing at the airports. We didn't hear you, Mugabe. Did you hear him at the time? So this is a guy. This guy, I don't know whether to call him a journalistic chameleon. I don't know what name to call him. Today he's this color. Tomorrow is this color. So Obi Beka said denchem efunefu. O wa no mienu. Wa ho. Nti ofsha baby aduane no wa. No de na no ko ho no akodidi. No amen. That's what he does. Because some time ago he was talking for NDC. Today he says what? They should arrest him for him to understand that what he has said. O good John Mahama hufi. So who cocaine ni a no. Omo ni omo ko di agro no mo ye cocaine no hu omo ana. Mugabe ye ko prison ya madam phobia ye ko nya no. O hwe ye show no mpo. Onu are ready so be boy MPP for cocaine di no frame me. O body me sri ya na say oh let's keep it. Omo be catch obi so cocaine. Oh the person they have sent to come and do this dirty game is Reverend Ntim Fordjour. And you're the fault. You have Okatakyie and co. Say Mugabe me tife me pe juma man fa me. And I'm fa Okatakyie so be juma ha me boa. Me frɛ wa mama me juma we akwasuba we mu di ni be juma wa. O double julo zebra juma mu na nka me pom be juma me nji pay. We once obe ye once obe gu ye unfi. Look at this guy. Odi na fu na nam. Go to Kumasi and God I say your hin. E wa hin fa. E ya no dwane no me hey. Edini Kro Kitakra no him say it's a borrowed name. He wants to feel big about the FIFA name or something. Ejebi syndrome. Who Bema Bene Omu. National Commission on they should go narcotic control. They should by now they should be at his doorstep. If this one is Jack Price work, he should do it fast. They should pull him. He should stay there and answer. He should write a statement and prove how John Mahama is involved in cocaine. What do you mean? The NDC as a political party abhors cocaine. Yes, growing up and seeing the NDC, led by former President Jerry John Rawlings. Do you know how it started? Rawlings, he will stop you. All those cocaine people, he arrested them. He busted their gangs. If you don't know the history, let me tell you. And the tradition has followed through. Look, if you are an NDC person and you are acting in the center, you are being monitored by the Council of Elders. You cannot go and do anything on your own will and come and think that you get shielded. Let me tell you something. Bas Brandon, me ativo, assembly by. Look at how didn't we have party elders? Couldn't they just say that, swear, assemble NDC. So you cannot be in the NDC and be doing dirty things.
Abu Gapele.
Yes, Abu Gapele. It happened to him. He was a close friend of John Mahama. They grew up together. They went to almost the same secondary school. They were friends. They entered parliament together. Asem too, no. NDC is not like that. NDC will not condone you to go and bring cocaine money into the party to come and use it to control anybody.
Party yes,
the way we will believe, you are in power. If it is Gary and Pepper, we'll try and contain it until the time comes that we are in power. And we are modest when we are in power. But
dear Nebama is training for me to me about Muslim so more only evidence.
Let me come in.
Well.
I mean, I don't know whether as a party we are not learning from our mistakes. This is the same boy, FIFA is the same boy who in 2016 brought out the allegation that His Excellency John Mahama had bought a hotel in Dubai.
Yes.
And it sank into people's heads. After he lost the election, His Excellency lost the election in 2016. And then Okatakyie, decided that he was moving from MPP to NDC. He came to confess that it was jandam. That was the first time I heard that word, jandam. That it was lies. He made up those lies. When that boy, Okatakyie, put out that allegation in 2016, our communication was quiet. We didn't fight it. Our security agencies were quiet. We didn't get him to come and prove. Look, under Nanado, Manasseh Azure had to run to South Africa because he had to run for his life.
Yes. Because
chased. You cannot just come and make allegations and walk away free. Yeah. But Okatakyie has done it before. And he thinks that it is okay to still do it. Yeah. So he's doing it. And our communication team, they are not fighting back. They are not talking to say that, listen, what this man is saying is true. Our national security, for such a serious allegation to be made against the president, Okatakyie is still sitting down. He hasn't been called to come and prove. He who alleges must prove. You have alleged that the president is bathing in cocaine. Please, national security, Jakpa, whoever is in charge, national security coordinator, say, I mean, we cannot do business as usual because we suffered before we won power in 2024. We suffered. So we cannot be doing business as usual. We don't want any father for all thing where, he's Ghanaian. Look, we have freedom of speech in our constitution, but the freedom of speech also has obligations. Yes. That your opinion ends at the tip of my nose, where mine starts from. Yeah. So you cannot come and, spew out lies.
Yeah, you must be responsible.
You have, as a journalist, you are trained, but I doubt he's a journalist. I doubt he's a trained journalist. Most people who are presenters call themselves journalists without the necessary training, and so I doubt that he knows that the tenets of journalism.
He's been in the media for.
Yes, so he's not a trained journalist. He doesn't know the ABCs of it. But
he's a journalist.
He's a journalist. Okay. But he's a jandam journalist. We as a party cannot allow these lies to go on, to foster on. This started with Ntim Fordjour, and I'm very sad to say to our communication people this afternoon that I thought that they would have handled it in such a way that by now they've squashed it. But it's still going on, and Ntim Fordjour still has the audacity to talk. Yet we all know that whatever Ntim Fordjour is talking about is their lies. Nothing like that happened. The company, Ahmed, has come out to say, has issued a statement to say that, look, we are a medical ambulance, air ambulance. We fly from countries to countries to pick up patients. In case people don't know what an air ambulance is, when people are traveling, like American citizens, like in my daughter's school, for instance, when I was enrolling here, they made me sign that in case of an emergency, an ambulance will pick her from here straight to America, and you pay for it. So we have American citizens in this country who have insurance, medical insurance, that wherever they find themselves and they fall sick, that insurance company would pay for an airline to come and pick them emergency and fly them back wherever their country is for medical. So that is what they do. They are an air medical ambulance. So according to the statement I read, they said that they came here for routine checkup. They came to change their tires, refueled, and went back. So my plea to that company is that AirMed ambulance, please, they are still destroying your name and tagging you with cocaine. Come and sue them. Come and sue them immediately. Now, airport company, you also sat there and allowed this jandam, the lies, to go on. You as airport company, Ghana Airport Company Limited, you owed a duty to the presidency and to this government to have come out immediately.
But they have done that.
No, did you read the statement? It was to protect some of them. It was personal. That statement was personal.
So why we keeping some of them?
I don't want to talk about that. That is none of my business. My business is that Ntim Fordjour is alleging that a plane came to the airport, of which the Airport Company Limited is responsible for, and Ntim Fordjour has made allegations against that plane. As Airport Company Limited, you sat down for the allegations to go into people's heads without coming out to tell us that what the man is saying is not true, and tell us the business of the airmed and what you owed us a duty. You failed to do that, and then when you waited and waited and realized that that issue was not dying, then you issued a statement to cover your MD, that your MD was being attacked.
Why is that MD still doing that?
But that's I don't want to talk about that. That is none. My issue is about the allegations that have been made under my Bogabi. My issue right now is that the Airport Company Limited, they owed us a duty to tell Ghanaians that what the man said was not true, because every how do you call it? Every plane that lands at the airport, they pay money, landing fees, to Ghana Airport Company Limited. Yeah. Do you understand? They pay monies to them, and so it's not free. So if you are rendering a service and you realize that there's been an illegal substance that has come onto your space, it is up to you as the director or the company. I'm not going to personalize this. The company, to ensure that you investigate and come out to the public and tell us that what the man is saying is not true. You waited, and then now you come and tell us that it is a smear campaign against the MD, and so you will take action. That is not what I wanted to hear in that statement. So Ghana Airport Company Limited, come and tell us what you need to tell us, so that we can lay this issue to rest. Look, Mogabi, I have some MPP people on my timeline on Facebook, and they are having fun. Oh, what has happened to the ECG containers? What has happened to the cocaine? They were. We all know that what Ntim Fordjour is saying, they are lies. We all know. However, it looks like our communication has been a little weak on it, and that is why in the third week we are still talking about it. Otherwise, we should not be talking about this. Otherwise, we should be talking about Nkukwo right now. So,
Afenyo is not ready to say what the papa never call.
Look, he says he has a parliamentary immunity.
Yo.
So you hide under parliamentary immunity, and then you spill lies.
No money parliamentary immunity.
Listen, Ghanaians.
And is the NDC or power? And the MP before who say parliamentary immunity. You name MPs do omo yachi omo fi yabo omo abongo edu makwako jina BNI so in this country. And makwako jina ho no mo say intimidation. Ghanaians, anybody who lies
and is arrested, they are not arrested. They are invited. The person is not being arrested. They are invited to come and give evidence. Who will say where will be? And they say bra. And I be afraid say bra. Mama, your evidence, you know. Why are you now shouting intimidation?
Friday also
why are you shouting intimidation if you have evidence? So you are not being arrested. You are being invited to come and give us the evidence, because His Excellency has said he's ready and willing, if it is true, to punish anybody that is involved in this. So if they are inviting you, why are you running away? In Team Fordjour, why are you running away? You wouldn't know who. And I say, but try and you who ye. Now you're watching Crawford. What's the intimidation? How is this intimidation? And now you are running behind a parliamentary immunity. I think that look, nobody. Do you know why we are in a democracy? The tenets of democracy is clear. Nobody is above the law. Yes. Whether you are a president, whether you are an MP, nobody is above the law. So if you commit a crime by creating fear and panic, and by tarnishing the image of Ghana, and by through lies, by saying there's been some drugs in the country, because whatever you are saying, you are tarnishing the image of the country, because you know said you can enyampa, but wouldn't throw tarnishing the image of the country. You should be invited to come and prove the allegation, and that is not intimidation. That is you not being above the law, to face the law, so that next time you will not use lies to tarnish the image of the country.
Alisa,
how
much is it? Rule of law, I say.
Me say there be the would be the same thing then they call it intimidation. What did they make an say? Would be intimidation. Mugabe, small boy we are Mukana Semi, yes, 36 or day. MP in Reverend Ntim Fordjour. Me, I will not acknowledge this a reverend, because Osinyame na friend.
Subain dear.
Telephone number ben na nyame de friend no pese me. And no friend no Sudan ni ben na kire say call biaba.
Osinyame na dey.
A friend no, until should give us proof. Through any means say, oh nyame na friend me that say. And now in come share or the man me say nti na Mugabe gira ho. Because
mama man say kakra, okay, apreku my daughter. Osinyame friend no nyame say apreku my daughter. Apreku see e be ma.
What you say? Nti bi na me ka no, by their deeds we shall know them. Me now they actually me as I sit here, I have 6 other brothers. All of them, they know the Bible more than you. I'm telling you, they are reverend ministers as I sit here. And you know that we fight every day. When it's about God, why not? When it's about God, it's not the amount of Christian words in your mouth. It is your action that I look at. The action you put out. Usubaina dead, you know. And me, Alistair, who say Yamisu, and in the bind, now what na so my kasai me bisa that ben na we yi dak rompo say wo ka Cócaine asem e wo wa sorry wo reverend no catch me. You are a young person. When have you gone in a youth retreat across Accra where there's drugs, or in the northern region where drugs have been talked about, or in that same area where you come from, and put your legs say and then me spend 1 day or 2 days to talk about drugs with the youth so that they stay away from it? What efforts have you done? Your party was in power, the party that you joined. We are in this country. Somebody traveled through American corridors for more than 50 times. He was being monitored. Also an MP, member of parliament. He lacked wisdom. Or to say Kweku Annan say no say or the nyanse nyina fu a ya or the ko tu na nim intekumaka say fatu wachi. Who to kwako, you know you have illegal substances. Say nya ni bre wako 1 when nyai. Wako 2 when nyai. Wako 3 when nyai. Wako sa 50 and America for achi wa bet TV so live. The show bibia. It brought Akufo's government down. If it was not for the Millennium Challenge account that Ntim brought with the money that they brought in, it brought Akufo's administration down. And today you are saying what? Look, in the 60s, when Buzia was in power, we know those of your people who were doing cocaine. If not for the fact that I will hurt some people or you step on people's toes, like me body nanka who say Ntim Fordjour baby I will free bano. Honey teach cocaine. And like I've told Ghanaians, NDC for you cannot hide behind the party and even go and attempt to go and do galamsey. Yechiwa yebe expose you. The NDC hates things, abhors things that are national ills. Yes, as social democrats, we don't believe that cocaine should be part of our society. We don't believe it. Our action has shown, and I'm a car from J.J. Rawlings' time, through Professor Mills' time, through even James first coming. JM just came in 90 days. So if you this thing is a plot, it's a long way plot, and it's a long route, it's a long haul business. It could pass through many countries, and it takes time to plan this thing. 3 months is too short. Mugabe, you people just talk about
investigating.
You talk about Mugabe. Yes, you talked about the Ghana Airports Company Limited, but you left one thing out: the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Yes.
Do you know when Fremont Paris became minister? Do you know what she did? She put people there, plenty people, and that's what I'm saying. And we didn't remove them because of Father for All, Professor Mills. We left them. So those people, they were promoted by Nanado, and they grew wings. And they have gotten there. They were made directors and other things. And today they have gotten there. So those people too, they are MPP implants that are there conniving with the Ghana Airports Company. We have a policy as a party, Mugabe. We want a national airline. JM has said it. As for that, if it does not come, I won't agree. Then we say we want a flight academy. What did they make us say? Yes. So all these things and the 24-hour economy too, we need to inculcate it in the aviation sector. So we need to have a clean sector with devoid of these statements like cocaine. Look at Reverend Ntim Fordjour. Look at you. When you're education minister, honestly, time I know a deputy, no. Let me join Kotieno instead of listening to Napo. So what did they make us say? Yes, instead of that, I'll listen to Napo, Miss Rompo. Kotie, Ntim Fordjour, Sena, Ntim Sena, LGBT. Yeah, he fought. Yes, he stood. Now where they are there? You know, I've seen something. He wants to copycat Okujeto Ablakwa. He wants to come in that style, but Okujeto is he's formidable. He's well made. This one is immaturity, plain immaturity. O party no cry no one so moon time. The party in internet. On say Patrick Bawumia became a statement 2 days or so after he made that statement. So they didn't know the facts that he had, and they couldn't share the facts with the public. Mugabe, people should take note of this thing. Yes. You have to arrest him. Yes. Speaker Mwaye. Say Mrebi Wohona or Tite will speaker here. Speaker Mwaye. It should, even if it is arrest in parliament, once someone to me arrest in parliament, they'll detain you in parliament and question you there in the premises of parliament and then get the information.
But nobody is above the law.
But that's what I'm saying. That there are so many ways.
So they can get a court order and go into parliament to go and get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they put in some measures. So even if you are following the measures, he should avail himself and meet the NIB people.
But he's not being arrested.
Afenyo ne mpenifu akasa. Say munye ni panimami. 10 a.m. on Friday, Medenebeba. No, wamba. Then you call again. Say, Yamau and then Monday at 9 a.m. What did Nipani be ebeba? ABC Cecilia can say no.
But that is why Ghanaians must know.
Say faith no him fan.
There can be no trust. Yes. And you are minority leader of the caucus of the in Tatia you do watch it. And I'm going to say do watch it. In Tatia do watch it. Amusi muntia se mbewura. Mwankasa munra masum. Munra mo osunu nankasa munra masum na munkamo. Look, Mugabe, don't get anywhere with this thing. And Afenyo Markin cannot produce Ntim Fordjour. We must go for him. Afenyo Markin nankasa oti wo Mugabe. Watu bomb Ghana Water Limited. Watu bomb ewo feeder rose. And I was to bomb road fund. And I was to bomb ECG. Ono akasa ni tua soja de ono wo de obi ba. I know ya de neko. Ya de neko ne ono akoti obi aba. Let's use speaker to get the guy to come and answer. You cannot hide behind this. Mugabe me dey me hu ya person me kan wasem say. Now who small boy show fie. Unye skawe. Ejuma be na we. No. The guy Ntim Fordjour. Yes, we have to question that.
Former education, deputy education.
Mugabe today. So then you make money. Me, my uncle Sam Nelson was education minister under Rawlings for almost 11 years. What house did he have?
Was I a suffer?
Oh, please, collection, you know. And the mouse said, fire, sorry, no one juma. And you dear. And to me, find your Japadi. Then I'll pass Okatakyie.
One man church, I saw to me in the
one man church. One, then how can you? Mugabe, do we have to find out? Because one shame, Moma, me, I say, my make and say, or no, a juma, or you know, soon die. Oh, and no na so no die. Me allegedly, that's what I'm thinking about. Say, I'm in this business, so I've covered it with my reverend ministership and my MPship. today they do akame mami nkoka or the nuasha semu say how much it in the party in internet Afenyo could not produce him as he said, so now we have to go for him because we know what is Rambo style Bogabi, what is Rambo style? Say, hey, some IGPs Peter and Fury by this time wachi woda da. Oh, what are you saying? Wachi woda da yachi woda da. Baby, I hope you go there the time they are looking. You bet you now you're my MP. But let's hold him to come and answer for what he has said. I don't. You didn't want to respond to such persons because those times you can't listen to him on radio. You understand?
There are some videos to play right
yes, now. They don't do research. Then they'll come and sit down. And then when they are talking, Utumu say, empty shallows.
More fire.
But into Bogabi, it's paining me. But you see, that's what I have said. I want my sister to also make a contribution to this one. What I want to say to the NDC is that we must allow the company Ahmed to also sue, like you were saying. If they sue, the burden of proof should not be on us.
No, it shouldn't be on us.
We are not a cocaine government.
It shouldn't be on us.
You understand? We are not a cocaine government. So the airline by now should be in court, taking huge sums of money from the
and Ghana Airport Company.
Yes, they must do it.
And Ghana Civil Aviation.
Yes, they must do so. So that then.
You see, I agree with what you just said. I don't know why the burden of proof has been shifted to that. We didn't make the allegation. Yes, we didn't. And Ghanaians should by now know that Ntim Fordjour is a liar.
Yeah.
Because Obia will say, why allegation? They are arrested. They are creating the impression, say, his invitation is an arrest. He has not been arrested and his intimidation. You've made an allegation, a very serious allegation that crosses international borders.
Yes.
And they are asking you, bra, nothing evidence, bra.
So,
what's a one member? And then we are truthful. We are truthful. I'm sorry, Ntim Fordjour, you are a liar.
Yeah,
because
let me ask, can the embassies help us to arrest this guy? If he has visas, they should cancel it. Maybe American visas should cancel.
Oh, you see, I don't like to involve the embassies in these things because we are a sovereign. We are a sovereign nation.
I know, but where is the plane? Where are they? Where is their final destination?
We are a sovereign nation. But that is why Ghana Airport Company Limited and Ghana Civil Aviation must sue Ntim Fordjour. They must sue him because he has disgraced them. And Ghana Civil Aviation and Ghana Airport Limited have been quiet and they folded their arms and they are making MPP and Ntim Fordjour shift the burden onto government to defend, which is wrong. So, we put you there. We put you there to do a job, and Ghana Airport, you must do your job. I agree, Enimasi.
Yes.
Egu Enimasi. Mene we etu kwan. Mene we etu kwan na edu abrochira. Ye best say
yes, that's why. Must be arrested and questioned.
I said Ntim Fordjour no tu kwan okura diplomatic passport.
ECG.
That be obia o tu kwan so okura diplomatic passport. Nti omo ni diplomatic ni bi no mu tu kwan a woni ye bekwa akogina ho anwe ikura na ye
forget the diplomatic passport. When the Accra flight lands in Washington, they bring dogs to the cockpit, to the entrance of the plane. You have dogs sniffing us out. When you're coming from London, they don't sniff people from London.
Yeah, they do.
But when from Accra to London, when you get down from the plane, at the entrance, before a baby na mube see no, the first thing you see is the dogs sniffing you.
I remember way back in 2007, London Gatwick Airport, they detained me for 7 good hours. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Hey, it was me.
Aduane me did the previous day. Everything is so bibia the chairman. After 7 hours, no, you interrogate me, be saying, "I'm okay, me won't be that." Later, the backer said, "We are sorry for any inconvenience. Yako, you can go to your destination." And listen, that is me. Inti we mo bina ye nuanum Ghana for ni bi be famo.
Yeah.
Me experience I make actually. We mo bina ye nuanum Ghana for here den e be sati FM. Plane if hin na eba.
Sir.
If we e Ghana, Orlando or terminal baby say terminal 5. E ho no ni aboy wura ho. E Ethiopian line ni aboy wura ho. Say free Europe na eba dia e connective bi a wa fata Portugal na akọ stop e wo Lisbon Portugal. Asante Bediatuo a year terminal 3 e wo Heathrow eno no obi a head anya dan e medi wachi bebe. Ati fia ofa e Morocco no akọ Casablanca akọ transit ho na wa ba Bediatuo or the saying a year terminal 5 e wo Heathrow ye be scan no. Wa fa Ethiopia Airlines akwa transit ewo Addis Ababa udu terminal 5 ewo Heathrow ebeska no nti airlines nyina ye cheke nti Fordjour andi a woni de Okatakyie mu tu a omo ye nyina no ye mu achifo no mole fo ne na be affect ye ye ne be affect ye
because these false allegations will catch wildfire
obia ne be ye de we betu ye so say baby a ye kasa ase yes say ne aye man yo
Mugabe and for me like I said, we should learn from our lessons. We shouldn't sit down tama daddy his excellency na or call round or ne drew na e won the flask no omuka say and later what did
Hopeson
what did Hopeson say? Hopeson say he started that jam. Hopeson was truthful about it. Or say, yeah, they started here, but when they started, what did we do about it? Nothing. And it's stuck on the man, poor man. It's stuck on him.
Yeah.
Even to this election in 2024, they thought it would work, so they started calling him Papa Way cry. If anything, MP Way cry even referred to him as a drunkard and all. So we shouldn't let these things stay.
I want Ghanaians to know the true picture of Okatakyie FIFA Kanasem Jandam Okatakyie no. So ba ha be ye adwuma. E pese me tie niema ni bi. Ye ko back na ye money videos ensem oba ha ono ankasa ensem okafa ono na MP before no. E pese bi aso ni tie bi. Yanko.
In 2015, the current vice president of the Republic, our poster boy, make a poster boy, wonka who, wonka se, wabo papa. A memoir no wanim se buku na no wonder so called Zimbabwe wa mopamo no. The current vice president, Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia, wanima memoir want to se buku na se no really kyerɛ na no kura no make store yi secret bi akyerɛ mo. Munim se de no be really kyerɛ nyanya no ana na kyerɛ. Hey, tie. Me se de na Dr. Bawumia be really kyerɛ yes or ye lectures or ye this. I tell you on authority say nye Dr. Bawumia na kyerɛ da. Enipa no kyerɛ sa eye Dr. Bawumia speech ya obe read my me kwafiri faminim say nipa ne pa na me kodi nkomo me say nye Dr. Bawumia but yenko eye Joy FM 2015 Dr. Mahamadu Bawumia na wose John Dramani Mahama akọ IMF won tibida enti wo moke no abale famiko yasi ehunu bi da yasi John Mahama abon John Mahama ye incompetent ka wono ko asile usu se ka wono ko anka John Mahama ko ka na ntwe su wo sirem John Mahama nima mamuo eno ye twa na da pa kagetiafo ye twa na da pa Central Market fo ye twa na da pa kotokura ba fo twa John na Bawumia te Joy FM ka brofo kire se when di Eda Akufo Addo ni nuanom be sori afiri akonya no so no will be the second time Ghana is getting independence because Sankrofo wo magene to say Queen Elizabeth mo agene Sankrofo wo magene to say abrofo agene Sankrofo mo believe so mo ye first class citizens wo mo nim nyansa che Ghana ni bia wo mo believe so mo nananom na church ron krata and JB ayi Queen Elizabeth mo tena and fa he ne kosi. We need a second independence from these people and we are going to do everything possible for them to lose power. They will never get anywhere close to power in this country.
Very well. Indeed, when what's sorry, MPP co-opposition. Okatakyie ya kan woni.
Mugabe on our sentencing we by hanging. On one I say more kind was sentencing by hanging. So we have a lot of things to talk about than this young man. Feed Ghana over the weekend, Professor
President Mahama.
John Mahama. This is so a Professor Asante Bediatuo because utumi nyoma no ye no. It's futuristic for the future of this country. Now to have some young people like this want to be impediments on his way. I'll deal with this guy. I'm telling you, I'll deal with him. He's not anybody cry. It's hire who. What I said, he said, well, sorry, Anna, you want to listen to Kwame Sefaka. I'll tell you to tune your radio away. He has nothing to give you. So feed Ghana, yeah, can they lost their jobs. You see the guy who has come to Angel, that young guy.
Adam.
No, Obama.
Obama.
Yeah, excellent guy. He was doing sports. Yeah. And I'm sure he learned his rudiments and he's doing well. And he will do. I wish him well. Yes, such like young people, no. You're correct. He's honest. My name Okatakyie Subai. we be our veteran na konya no so di bibia gu so a on paper so non trans so non ye adwuma ni ye Mugabe feed Ghana. I'm a son of an agriculturist. So when I see that the country wants to feed itself, I'm happy. And I don't know, I couldn't go to the place JM was launching the thing. But me kohobi and Mugabe, me yemi hufianesi. So, you know our import bill as a country. Sorry anapa, emu aye bedi, emu. Anwa ye dibeye ye nyoma, inkosua. Tomatoes, onions, cassava, edibewo fufu, menkenya yesi yebedi, ampesia, everything. We have to bring it inside from somebody's country. We are working for their interest. We are working for their interest on a daily basis. It is our baby who has the benefit of history. You see, JM is a highly intelligent person. Okay. This is not the first time he has come to power. Onunkwana Konfran was so moved for. Do you know why? He was vice president. Then on 24th July, he became president. Then he became president again when he won 2012. And he has come back. So 4 times. Yes.
You didn't see that.
How can it happen? That's the grandson of Ndeure Jakpa. Yes. Munine ya de Muslim breaking
Japana.
Ndeure Jakpa. So you see the name is connecting something.
Jakpa.
Yes. Yes. Look. You people Muslim breaking it. Munine go election. Na Muslim breaking it. Yeah, Kwako yi position no. Na onu 8 na Muslim breaking no. Na akodi ni nsem. Ubetumi akoji. Ndeure Jakpa na ubetumi akoji. Look. He is resetting this country. Me, I have full support for his action. And look at how he went about the Feed Ghana project, how he outlined it, and its importance, and how to bring even the secondary schools on board for them also to get involved with agriculture so that they could also feed themselves and feed themselves well in school. He talked about his flagship in Kokon Ketinkete. Akuko bi anywhere you be hatching na oye kese dada. Obenyin from the birth, no, kakra day 1, day 2, sir. No abeye obodo. So from that time, no, ready for a dining table. Send ya Mugabe open am na yachino ubenye biawe obia, and it will bring a food import bill down. Look at the amount of money. $400 million every year is used to bring in chicken. So even by this Feed Ghana, he's bringing the local poultry farmers association on board. They will supply the chicks. So it's going to inject capital into what they are doing. Yeah, my best. And they will buy Then after that, the feed mills, those who are going to make the feed for, you understand, the veterinary officers. He has outlined all those things, and there's going to be investment, and that is going to go directly into the local economy. There'll be local earnings. Yes, feed, you know, the inputs in the feed. It is a rice brand, a wheat brand, you know. They'll have a market for what they do, so that the feed industry too will also benefit to do its feed and other things. Then fish and nam, the nam so frat. They'll also have a market. There'll be a ready market waiting for them to process. Yes. Then a machine, a bro machine, they'll also have opportunity to work. So it's a long chain. Then after production, the supply that will go out. Those who boil some of the eggs, you understand? Those who fry some of the eggs.
The Grecian man best supply or median in Patemu.
Tell me, see such presidents when they are passing, they be who appear stadium no Maje fans. Maybe to me, my appear stadium fans or Maje fans. So what I said, no. Daddy, look, if let's go back into history. Daddy, let's go back into history and find out why. Feed Ghana. It's an important project here in Ghana.
Listen.
Take Ghana's history. Our best time in agriculture was in the 70s, from 1972 to 1975. Under Kwaku Agyapong, IK.
Your man.
Yes. It's not my man. It's everybody's man. We mistakenly shot him. If Agyapong was alive to see Nanado's presidency, he would have run into a hole to go and hide because of what Nanado said of him. Nanado couldn't come up with any agriculture projects. The Canada for the man NDC for no. Omuba amusi sardine ni planting for food and jobs. Wallahi talai. Osadi ninya eko unim se agotono no Nanado nyawo. Se unim ma betre wa bakwa se osai Akufo ba. Sai nipa ba ku we comes from this house and comes from the planting for food and jobs man.
Ogono.
Ose ogono. E tire no se obepe president. Odi sika no. opa me alist of famine court me so di sika no di chanenu
ye hu bro
bro
ye hu nya do
ono to be ko cha bro free Burkina Abidjan kofa ba ile free Abidjan any bro there no dey abeg ministry say planting for food and job
I know, right?
Ediani na bua ye fam back na I'm telling you Ediani na bua gun class ni enyaka fam back na itibogabi. It is a good thing, and like I said, the successes in Ghana's agricultural history is under Operation Feed Yourself. Let us not go back.
And say they feed Ghana.
Yes, let us not go back to the tenets of the weaknesses of that Operation Feed Yourself, and then the bad intention of the planting for food and jobs. Fantastic. Let us take this program as our program. Everybody involved must work hard and diligently so to make sure we succeed with this policy. And I wish John Dramani Mahama well, Eriko Poku, the minister. Oh, Charlie, intelligently so. He partnered. I know he will supervise the thing.
Fantastic.
To his success.
Yeah, he will deliver.
Yeah, sure.
You waiting for winning and someone about beto yepono so Mikao says so when you subscribe to channel idea bomodi say obe subscribe now I like video to give us a thumbs up nafi share ma wo foforo so na we be here now and somewhere koso ewo Ghana memo also wait me actually wadwen afa yeah some way nyira ho ewo comment box ni mu mo weti menkabio in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.